Here's something that will blow your mind. 90% of professional fund managers failed to beat the S&P 500 over a 15-year period. 90%. That's not me being dramatic. That's data from the Morningstar annual report. And yet millions of people are still out there trying to pick individual stocks, following hot tips on Reddit, and checking their portfolios 10 times a day. Meanwhile, regular people with actual jobs, actual lives, actual responsibilities, are quietly building seven-figure portfolios by doing almost nothing. They're using 3 ETFs. That's it. 3. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly which 3, why they work, and how you can start building your own wealth machine today. Let's talk about why ETFs absolutely destroy individual stock picking. When you buy a single stock, you're betting your money on one company, one CEO, one product cycle, one earnings report away from disaster. Look, I'm not saying Amazon or Apple are bad companies, they're not, but they're also not guaranteed. Meanwhile, when you buy an ETF, you're buying a slice of hundreds of companies. You're betting on human progress itself, not on whether some tech CEO nails the next earnings call. It's the difference between betting on one horse in a race versus owning the entire racetrack. And here's the plot twist. Even though you own hundreds of companies, you're paying basically nothing in fees. We're talking words per year for some of these funds. That's $3 per $10,000 invested. Compare that to a fancy mutual fund charging 1%, and you can see why your grandmother's financial advisor isn't getting rich off your wealth, but you might be. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. The first ETF you need in your portfolio is VTI, the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. This fund owns literally every publicly traded company in America. When you buy VTI, you own a piece of Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Target, your neighbor's dental practice if it went public, everything. It's market cap weighted, which means bigger companies like Apple have more weight, but you're still getting the entire US market. The average annual return over the last 20 years, about 10.2%. That's not a prediction. That's actual history. The second one is VXUS, the Vanguard Total International Stock Market ETF. This is your passport to the rest of the world. While America is amazing, it's only about 60% of global market value. The other 40%, that's in Europe, Asia, emerging markets. It's everywhere. Japan's got some insane technology companies. Germany's manufacturing is unstoppable. China's growing like crazy. By adding VXUS to your portfolio, you're diversifying globally, and you won't wake up in 30 years kicking yourself for missing an entire decade of international growth. Historical returns on VXUS average around 6 to 7% annually, which is lower than US stocks because developed international markets are more mature, but you're getting global diversification that can protect you when America hits a rough patch. The third one, and this is important, is AGG, the iShares Core US Aggregate Bond ETF. Now, I know what you're thinking. Bonds? That sounds boring. That sounds like something my 70-year-old uncle would own. But here's why you need this. When stocks tank, bonds usually go up. They're negatively correlated, which is fancy talk for saying when your VTI is bleeding red, your AGG is your safety net. Bonds also provide steady income through interest. Historically, AGG returns around 4 to 5% annually, and that diversification can save your sanity during market crashes. And trust me, there will be crashes. The market drops 20% every decade or so. Your bond allocation keeps you from panic selling your stocks at the worst possible time. Here's the real magic, the math. Let's say you're 30 years old and you invest $500 every month for the next 35 years until retirement. You split it equally, $167 in VTI, $167 in VXUS, and $160 in AGG. That's $6,000 a year. Over 35 years, that's $210,000 of your own money. But here's where it gets insane. With an average 7.2% annual return across your diversified portfolio, your $210,000 grows into approximately $1.47 million. You contributed 200 grand. The market gave you 1.26 million. That's your money working while you sleep. That's compound interest, which Einstein allegedly called the eighth wonder of the world. But let's hit pause on the celebration, because there are mistakes that could absolutely tank this plan. Mistake number 1, emotional selling. Markets dropped 34% in 2008. People panicked and sold everything at the bottom. The people who held? They're millionaires today. Your job is to not be the person who sells when blood is in the streets. Mistake number 2, trying to time the market. You cannot predict whether stocks go up or down next week, next month, or next year. Literally, nobody can. Not Wall Street analysts, not your buddy Chad who trades on Robinhood. Nobody. The best investors just buy consistently no matter what the market's doing. Mistake number 3, too much AGG when you're young. If you're 25 years old with a 40-year time horizon, you don't need 30% in bonds. Stocks will have time to recover from crashes. Your allocation should match your risk tolerance and your timeline. A good rule is, young and far from retirement, go 80 to 90% stocks, 10 to 20% bonds. Mid-career, maybe 70-30. Approaching retirement, 50-50, or even 60-40, depending on your risk tolerance. Here's your action plan. And this is so simple, you might think it's not working. Open a brokerage account. Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab. They all have them, and they're all free. Set up automatic monthly investments. We're talking $100, $500, $1,000, whatever fits your budget. Split it among VTI, VXUS, and AGG based on your age and risk tolerance. Then do literally nothing. Don't check it every day. Don't try to sell when the market's down. Don't switch it up based on whatever crypto bro is yelling on YouTube. Just let it compound. In 30 years, you'll probably have more money than you ever dreamed. And the beautiful part? You'll have done almost nothing. No special skills required, no college degree in finance necessary, just time, consistency, and boring index funds. This is exactly how regular people build wealth while exciting people trade stocks and go broke. This is how the wealthy think. Boring, automated, long-term. If you want to build real wealth, this is the playbook. You've got 3 ETFs, you've got the math, you've got the strategy. Now, it's up to you. If this video helped you understand how to actually build wealth instead of chase get-rich-quick schemes, smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel for more videos that your parents never taught you about money. And drop a comment with your biggest money question right now. What's holding you back from starting? Is it analysis paralysis? Worried about market crashes? Unsure about diversification? Let me know, because I'm reading every comment. Disclaimer: this is not financial advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and nothing in this video should be taken as personalized investment guidance. Always consult with a licensed financial advisor who understands your complete financial situation before making investment decisions. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Investing involves risk, including potential loss of principal.